Hello, everyone, and welcome to Balken and the Bear. Today's podcast is brought to you by the number 4 neo-Nazi dating site, Luftwaffe Lovers. Just go into your browser and type in luftwaffelovers.ss into the search bar, or give them a call at 1-800-MEIN FUHRER. That's 1-800-MEINFUHRER. Luftwaffe Lovers guarantees to find you the perfect fascist life partner, because even Hitler had a girlfriend. So, today we are going to talk about Star Wars, and after Star Wars, move on to some of our favorite things. Starting off, we'll talk about this new movie that's come out, The Force Awakens. Good movie. I would say it's a good movie. Not the best. Personally, I think Episode 5, Empire Strikes Back, is the best Star Wars movie. But The Force Awakens is definitely, I would say, better than Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith. What do you think?
I'd have to say that I agree with you it being the second, or I agree with you it not being the first, but I really think it's probably second. I loved every moment of it.
I mean, I still had that childlike wonder.
Oh yeah.
See, I never saw, obviously 4, 5, and 6 when they came out in theaters, but I saw 1, 2, and 3, and I thought those were really cool. Other than the fact that 3 was more visually stunning, I guess, than I thought 2 and 1 were. I thought 1, I love 1. I don't know why. Everybody for some reason doesn't like it, but I think it's a fantastic movie. I actually think it's better than Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith. But The Force Awakens was just incredibly visually, and just the amount of work they put into just making you be like, wow, I'm watching friggin' Star Wars, is like, they did I think a really, really good job with that.
I absolutely thought that movie was fantastic. The effects were amazing. You're immediately, the first thing you see, barring, all the other stuff, the first android robot thing you see, just BB-8 or whatever the hell its name is the most adorable thing ever. And you're immediately endeared to it. And that's how I pretty much felt about the movie. Just, it started, it got going. After about 30 seconds, I'm like, best fucking thing ever.
Except for, those parts where they take 10 to 15 seconds to just have the camera awkwardly looking at an actor's face as they don't change expression or anything. They're just kind of staring into whatever.
See, I don't remember any of those.
It's very, very long. I went and saw that movie 4 times in theaters, and every single time I noticed it.
When it comes out on DVD, I'll have to rewatch it.
Which, by the way, it comes out in April. April 5th, I think.
Oh, that's going to be a pre-order. And I don't even buy movies that often. I usually watch them on Netflix or something. That's a pre-order.
Definitely picking that up. I very enjoyed it. It's not top 3, but it's definitely top 4.
I think for me, I think it just rates in the top 5 movies of all time for me.
Wow.
Of anything. I think it just immediately shot up there. It's not number 1, but I know it's up there.
It was really, really good. Okay. I'm not going to take that away from it. It was actually very, very good. J.J. Abrams actually did a freaking awesome job. But kind of like what he did with Star Trek Into Darkness, he kind of did with this movie a little bit.
See, I've not seen that movie. Star
Trek Into Darkness is a almost I wouldn't say shot for shot, but it is it is a remake of The Wrath of Khan.
Yeah, I've heard as much, and I was really
it's literally the same.
I know. I need to rewatch. I need to rewatch the original Star Trek movies along with pretty much the entire of the series. And before I watch that, because I've never seen Wrath of Khan, or if I have, I've forgotten about it.
Wrath of Khan's actually really good. But the thing is okay, so J.J. Abrams remade Wrath of Khan with Star Trek Into Darkness. But he kind of did it with The Force Awakens and A New Hope as well. Like, The Force Awakens kind of mirrors A New Hope.
Yeah.
Which isn't a bad thing.
That's how all of Lucas's movies work.
No, they weren't.
Yeah. That's how all of them worked. One mirrored 4, 2 mirrored 3, or 2 mirrored 5.
One did not
3...
mirror 4 at all.
Yeah, it did.
No.
Yeah.
Not even close.
Yeah.
No.
That's how his movies work.
Nope. One did not mirror 4 at all.
I think you're wrong.
One did not have an abandoned... well, I shouldn't say abandoned, but basically, like, hidden away kid, okay? Hidden by somebody's, like, parents or people or whatever, like 4 did with Luke Skywalker.
It did.
Anakin was not hidden away. Anakin was not hidden away. He was with his mother, who was a slave.
Who was impregnated by fucking Darth What's-His-Face.
Impregnated by the
sole
Force.
intention of no. The current theory, which I agree with, was he was made by the Darth What's-His-Face. I want to say Tyrannus, but I'm pretty sure that's wrong.
That's Count Dooku, so that's wrong.
Okay. Darth... The one everybody thought Jar Jar was.
Darth Plagueis?
Yeah.
But see, that's theory. That's not actual
I'm just
right
saying,
now. So
I agree.
He was never
that's
abandoned. First of all, he's not abandoned.
He was.
Okay? It's not
His
a mirror.
father abandoned him.
1 and 4 are not mirrors of each other, okay?
They are.
No, because then that would make Anakin the hero, and he's not the hero of the movie.
In that one, he is.
He is not the hero in The Phantom Menace, okay?
Are you fucking kidding me?
Anakin is a small-time, he's a supporting role.
He blows up the evil thing single-handedly.
He blows up one thing.
He blows up the equivalent to the Death Star in that movie.
That makes him a hero, but he's not the hero of the movie, like Luke was in 4. It does not mirror it at all.
It does. That's how these movies work.
It does not mirror at all.
They rhyme. That's the phrase he used when he made them.
You need to watch it again, because it doesn't do it. Watch them again. 7 mirrors 4. 1 does not mirror 4. You're making me so... We're not supposed to kill each other.
Listen, shut up. I'm looking this up, because I actually fucking read this.
No, you didn't. Don't lie to me. They do not...
There's a moment where in the behind-the-scenes feature on the creation of the Star Wars prequels, there's a moment where George Lucas makes a statement in the thematic relationship between his newer films and the original trilogy. You see the echoes of where it all is going to go. It's like poetry, it's like poetry, sort of. They rhyme. Anyone who's seen the prequels...
They do not mirror...
Images... They do!
They do not mirror...
Jar Jar is the original plans for Jar Jar were essentially what they did with fucking Yoda.
What?
Remember, Jar Jar was supposed to have a bigger role.
Yes,
they rewrote the second
movie.
movie.
Yes, so that means it doesn't mirror it.
It was meant to, and he just did it.
What was meant to be and what is are two completely different things, okay? What it is not a mirror of it. It did not happen.
It is.
It did not.
It is.
It did. No, it did not mirror it. Back to The Force Awakens, please. I'm tired of this. It did not mirror it. 7 mirrored 4. 1 did not mirror 4, okay?
That movie was fucking awesome. Everybody in that movie acted wonderfully. There was not a single thing I hated about it. And the woman who plays Leia is still fucking gorgeous.
Carrie Fisher?
Carrie Fisher is
They all lost a bunch of weight
woman.
And got in shape for the films.
Yeah. She is still a gorgeous woman.
Except for Mark Hamill, who still looks homeless.
Yeah, but that's his look at this point.
The thing is, but see, during Star Wars 4, he still looked homeless. That's just like a trademark thing. Mark Hamill is a homeless person who somehow became an actor.
Well, think of all the roles he plays. He plays a crazy guy in an old purple suit.
True.
He plays a crazy guy, just a crazy guy who blows shit up in The Flash. He plays a fucking a kid who's literally homeless, taken into space, and taught the ways of the space wizards. Of course he looks homeless. All the Jedi look fairly homeless. Those robes look like just giant jackets and like
Jedi.
huge, like they're like loose fitting clothes that you get in like a dumpster. Jedi are the space homeless, except they have superpowers.
The space homeless wizards. The homeless space wizards. Or whatever. Yes.
We're gonna spoil whatever the fuck we want. Just a warning. So you have about 5 seconds before I just blurt it out. Han dying broke my heart.
I knew. Okay, so I wasn't surprised. Okay. But that's because I kind of figured somebody from the old movies that they brought in was going to die.
Oh yeah.
And for a while I thought it was Luke, I thought why they weren't showing him. I didn't know they weren't showing him in the movie because he wasn't in the movie. Like, everybody was like, why isn't Luke in the trailers? Is he really Kylo Ren? Stupid theories like that. And then it was like, nobody even thought that the reason they didn't show Luke in the movies wasn't because they were hiding him. It's because he's not in the movie.
And to be honest, though, at the very end, that was just the most beautifully shot scene. Oh my god.
If it was about 5 seconds shorter, make it 10. If it was a solid 10 seconds shorter.
Well, remember, it was the end.
It was the end, but still,
it was supposed to sort of like trail off.
They dragged it out. It didn't need to end that way. It felt sort of dragged out. Not with the stair climbing. I mean, with just them looking at each other. It felt really like long and awkward.
Listen, Mark Hamill went to that rock. He dressed up. He was going to get his day's worth of shooting as that helicopter flew around. They rented that rock for $600,000 probably. They were going to damn well use it.
You know that was in a studio.
No, actually.
With a big green screen.
No.
That wasn't?
All of it, most of his shit is practical or like real shit. Like just like the original Star Wars was.
Okay.
Like all the stuff that they couldn't do because, you know, like the scene where she comes in off the rope.
Right.
Near the beginning. That shot against a green screen and then put against like an actual like created like miniature set, so it looks real still,
right?
Like they did in the first movies. And oh my god, the effects in that movie! I fucking love everything about that movie.
It was a great movie. I'm not saying it's bad. I never will because it was a good movie. I'm just saying it basically mirrored 4, which isn't a bad thing, but it's just a thing that J.J. Abrams tends to do. Is tending to do with the movies that he's been making.
If you go by what I said, which is what George Lucas said, that's how all the movies
George Lucas is a big doofus, okay?
He's a crazy man.
Thank you for creating Star Wars, but he's crazy. Half the things that he says, they don't make sense. They're stupid.
Did you hear the white slavers thing?
Yes. I was...
Oh my god.
I was just like, are you kidding me? George Lucas.
He's lost his mind. He just sold out before Mel Gibson did.
He's an old guy, you know?
He
just needs to die and let life move on.
He just needs to die.
That's what happens. They just turn into old people. And then, you know, they end up saying something that's going to ruin the rest of their life.
Sold Star Wars to white slavers. The sons of bitches whipped it. Where are my pills?
But anyway, Star Wars was freaking amazing. So I kind of figured that somebody like Han, or I really thought it was going to be Luke, who died.
I thought someone was going to die, and I thought he had more of a chance because he's wanted Han to die for fucking 3 movies.
As soon as...
You went into that pit?
No. Before the bridge. As soon as Han and Leia were like hugging each other, I like knew Han was gonna die.
I thought so, like that inkling came to me, but the moment I knew was when he just walked out onto a bridge over a bottomless pit.
Yeah.
Everyone gets thrown into a fucking pit.
Except for Darth Vader.
Everyone. He exploded.
Darth Vader didn't explode?
Yeah, he did.
No.
He exploded in the new Death Star.
No, they took him down to Endor and they freaking cremated him.
I think did they do that?
Yes, because that's the ending scene of the movie.
I haven't seen that one in a while. Like, I feel bad.
See, this is why I don't trust you when you say
I started
that
rewatching.
1 is a mirror of 4.
Fuck you! I watched 1 and 4, and fucking, I will link you a thing after this, and you can fucking watch it. Suck my ass. I think whoever the actress that plays Rey is fantastic.
Daisy Ridley.
And Finn's great.
John Boyega.
I don't know anybody's name. I'm hoping Poe becomes the new Han in the
Oscar
next one,
Isaac.
where he gets like a bigger role and stuff.
He had a pretty big role.
Well, he did, but like it was mostly just not chatter, but like past the beginning.
He was a supporting character.
Yeah, I want him to become like Han was, where it was like the.
But he's not going to be the new Han. He's like.
I'm saying like I want him to fill the role in the trinity of characters here of Han.
Well, that's really what Rey is.
Well, Rey's Luke.
She's Luke and Han.
No, she's Luke.
She's Luke and Han.
Finn is it's really weird because you can sort of see all the characters and like who they're supposed to be from the other ones.
Yes.
But at the same time, they're so drastically themselves, which is really cool.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god, Finn.
Because it's supposed to be about them.
I know, I love it. Like even the scenes with fucking Han and Chewie, it's mostly about them. It's just they're there and they're being cool and stuff. I mean, they get their little bits, like with the fucking crossbow. That was amazing. To get me one of these.
My favorite scene in the movie is when Han has his blaster pistol and he shoots 2 stormtroopers, and then he does it. I think he does it almost like reflexively, like it looks like where he just turns his arm without looking. He just aims his gun away and fires and kills another stormtrooper. Doesn't even look, and he does it so like nonchalantly.
I wouldn't put it past them for that to either have been like Harrison Ford just acting and being weird and that just being how they edited it. Or I also wouldn't pass that just being Han Solo being awesome.
But the thing is, like, and then he like sort of like almost looked over where he was like, oh, I just sort of killed a dude. Like, that's like really lucky.
It's like, damn, I wasn't expecting that to actually hit anything.
I like the way that they're showing the bowcaster.
Oh my god, yes.
Where he like shoots the dude, or no, he like shoots the wall or whatever. It like explodes and kills the 2 dudes. So they actually show the actual power of the bowcaster, which you can get in Star Wars Battlefront.
Yes, we need to play some more of that.
We need to play a crap ton more Star Wars Battlefront. But anyway, do you want to move on? We want to keep doing Star Wars. Okay, so we're going to move on into our favorite things here. So I want to start off with favorite movie or movie series. Go.
I'm going to sound like the biggest douche in the world because this is brand new still, technically.
Just say it.
Guardians of the Galaxy is my favorite movie now.
Guardians of the Galaxy is a freaking fantastic movie.
Brennan borrowed the movie from someone at work. We put it in, we watched it together, and then for the next week I proceeded to watch it every morning when I woke up. And I was just like, this is the greatest movie of all time.
You remember when I came over? And for some reason we were just like, let's watch a movie. So it's like, okay. They were like, Expendables 3. We watched Expendables 3.
Those are good movies too, if you're willing to just sit there.
Because it's all about, it's like a call. It was a callback to like 80s action, where the main characters are all really freaking awesome and they don't die and they just kick ass and blow shit up.
But that's my new favorite movie. I'd have to say my old favorite movie was oh Christ. I don't know if this counts. It's called oh Christ, what is it called?
You can't even remember it, and it used to be your favorite movie?
It's because I never called it by its name. It's a Mystery Science. It's technically Mystery Science Theater.
That's still a movie.
It's still a movie. It's only when Mystery Science Theater is like over it. I want to say it's called Eternal Justice.
Okay.
With Jodan Baker. And it's about this fat southern Texas sheriff who goes to like Malta to give this basically Tony Montana dude to the Maltese government and just starts fucking everything up there. And it's just...
Is it a comedy? Is it supposed to be...
It's not meant to be, but it is.
Oh, okay.
Or I don't think it was meant to be, at least.
It's one of those movies where... That's right, because it's one of those movies where it's so bad.
Yeah.
And it just turns out to be freaking hilarious.
Final Justice, that's what it's called.
Okay.
My favorite joke of the whole thing is just, aw, can't I have just one more justice during the intro credits?
Can't I just have one more justice?
Oh, God. I love those movies so much.
Anyway, my favorite movie has to be, and it will be probably until I die unless a better movie comes out, is Young Frankenstein. It is a Mel Brooks movie with Gene Wilder, Murray Feldman, Kenneth Mars, Madeline Kahn, Terry Garr. Just the funniest movie ever. And they filmed it special in black and white. It is hilarious. My favorite scene is when Marty Feldman, who plays Igor, is picking them up from a train station to take to Gene Wilder and Terry Garr's characters to Frankenstein's like castle, and he's asking them. He kind of like shuffles up, and they make it really how do you say it? They make it really suspenseful when Gene Wilder, who plays Frankenstein in the movie, when the Frankenstein hears Igor like shuffling up behind him, they make it really suspenseful, and then you just hear Dr. Frankenstein. They do this thing where they zoom in on his face, and it like gets really suspenseful. And then if you haven't seen the movie, at the beginning, he doesn't like to be called Frankenstein. He calls himself Frankenstein because he doesn't want.
I've seen that.
He doesn't want to be related. He doesn't want to be related to the actual Frankenstein because he's actually like he's actually like Dr. Frankenstein from like the original stuff. He's like his grandson or something like that. And so he wants to be called Frankenstein. So he's like, Frankenstein. And Igor's like, you're putting me on. And he's like, no, it's pronounced Frankenstein. And he's like, oh. And then he goes, so you must be Igor. And he's like, no, I'm afraid it's called Igor, sir. And he's like, well, they told me it was Igor. And he's like, well, they were wrong then, weren't they? It's just, you have to actually see it. I'm probably butchering it.
I've seen that part. But I've seen that part and one part where he's got a book and he just like, it's Frankenstein, good sir, and just walks away.
It's my favorite movie of all time. Mel Brooks movies are my favorite movies. Young Frankenstein. I don't think so. I don't know. Young Frankenstein, Blazing Saddles, Spaceballs are all Mel Brooks movies. The Producers.
Mel Brooks. Oh, God. All of Mel Brooks movies.
All those movies are just freaking hilarious.
Mel Brooks was in the army.
Good for him.
He earned a World War II Victory Medal.
Dang.
And was in the 78th Infantry Division. And he's not dead, thank God.
Yes, he is not a dead person. But yes, Mel Brooks.
This is not a good year so far.
Why? Because David Bowie died?
I know, it's like 2 weeks in and David Bowie's dead.
Mel Brooks also made Robin Hood Men in Tights, another freaking amazing movie. He did Get Smart with Steve Carell and Anne Hathaway and The Rock. Mel Brooks did, you remember that old animated movie called Robots? It came out a long time ago with Robin Williams.
Yes,
in it.
I remember that.
Mel Brooks did that too. That was a great movie, I thought. I always thought that was a good movie.
Oh my God. He's making a new movie called Blazing Samurai.
Yes. Mel Brooks is like my favorite filmmaker for comedic films ever. It's just absolutely fantastic movies.
The Adventure of Sherlock Holmes' smarter brother.
Yes.
What? Gene Wilder is also fantastic.
Yeah, he also did a movie with Leslie Nielsen. Can't remember the name of the movie, but Leslie Nielsen was Dracula. Actually, I think the movie was called Dracula.
He did the first, or he was in the first Muppet movie.
Was he?
Yeah. Dracula, Dead and Loving It. He was Dr. Abraham Van Helsing.
Abraham Van Helsing, brother to Dane Helsing Van Helsing. But yes, Mel Brooks is my favorite of all time. So, moving on.
Okay, yes.
Favorite Arnold Schwarzenegger movie?
Ooh, not Jingle All the Way. Jingle All the Way?
Yeah, it's called Jingle All the Way. The Christmas movie?
Okay, yeah, that one.
That's your favorite
Jingle All the
one?
Way. Best one.
It's got Sinbad in it. And
I love that movie
that one
much.
actor. I can't remember his name. The guy who died.
Wasn't he a Ghostbuster?
He was not He wasn't a Ghostbuster. He was in Small Soldiers.
Phil Hartman?
Yes, Phil Hartman. He was in Small Soldiers too, as well.
Someone killed him?
Yeah, his wife or whatever killed him, I thought.
Oh, shit. Yeah, jeez. That sucks. But yeah, this is my favorite Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. Oh, God. It's Turbo Man.
Turbo.
Just put that cookie down. There's so many lines from this. There's also a sequel to Jingle All the Way 2.
It's in the making, I think.
No, it's out.
Or is it? It's out?
Came out 2 years ago. You want to know why I don't care? It had Larry the Cable Guy in it. And I don't hate the guy, but Jesus Christ.
So, my favorite Arnold movie, just based off of his one-liners, is The Running Man.
Yes, you've told me this before.
My second favorite is Batman Forever.
Oh, God.
When he plays Victor Freeze.
I thought Batman Forever was a really good Batman movie if you were talking about the old Batman. New Batman, not so much, but I loved everything about it in terms of cheesy bullshit.
Okay, so The Running Man is actually, it is not that great of a movie, but I just love it because... Okay, so I'm gonna read you, quotes. So Arnold Schwarzenegger plays a character. The character's name is Ben Richards. And there's this like chick that he's with. Her name is Amber. So anyway, I'm gonna read this thing. So Ben Richards goes, "Now I'm gonna untie you, and then you're gonna get dressed, and then you're gonna come with me." And then she's like, "Oh yeah, but why should I?" And he's like, "Because I'm gonna say, please." And as he says please, he like lifts. She's like tied up on a bed, because he's like in her apartment because he was breaking and entering. And he goes, "Because I'm gonna say please." And as he says please, he lifts the bed up. And there's this, okay, and also there's a enemy. There's a dude that he fights. His name's Sub-Zero.
Oh God.
And he's yelling at the main bad guy, whose name is Killian, and he just killed Sub-Zero. And he goes, "Hey Killian, here's Sub-Zero. Now, Plane Zero." like the one-liners don't make any sense, but when he says them, you're just like, what the fuck?
Because it's Arnold.
And you're like, this is the best movie ever. Yeah, I totally recommend seeing The Running Man.
Let's see if it's on Netflix for anybody.
It used to be.
For anybody.
So
who,
it may still be.
Wants to watch it right now.
It is my favorite one. I'm sorry, not Batman Forever. Batman and Robin.
Yeah, Forever's the bad one. Or
no, Batman Forever's the one with Jim Carrey.
Is it?
I think, isn't it?
Which one's the one with the bat nipples?
That's the George Clooney one. That's the one with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I know I hate some parts of that movie, but I love it. Oh, Big Trouble in Little China. I need to watch this again.
Uma Thurman plays Poison Ivy. Some dude plays Bane. I have no idea who plays Bane. I think it was a wrestler that played Bane.
Let me look it up. Batman Forever.
It's Batman and Robin. Batman Forever
is okay, yeah. Heard her.
Tommy Lee Jones as Two-Face and Jim Carrey as the Riddler. Batman and Robin with George Clooney as Batman, or Schwarzenegger as Mr. Freeze. Alicia Silverstone was Batgirl.
Jeep Swenson.
Robert Swenson, that was his name. Or Jeep, yeah, Jeep Swenson. He's a bodybuilder.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, see, professional wrestler. See, yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking for what he's. Oh, he died. Shit.
He had no lines.
Oh, he was in WCW. From the looks of it, which is why I don't remember him. Oh, no, he was in WCCW. And then a little bit of WCW, which is why I don't remember him, because that was before my time. Well, what's next on the agenda?
Favorite... You know what? We're going to skip that one, because Sylvester Stallone only has like 2 movie series, really. So he doesn't really matter.
Okay. Listen. The Sylvester Stallone. Let me make sure I have who I'm thinking of.
Sylvester Stallone. You know who Sylvester Stallone is?
Yes, I do. I'm just making sure. I don't want to sound like a fucking idiot when I say this movie's name. But the best movie he's in is Demolition Man.
That's a good movie. I liked Cliffhanger a lot.
This movie is so fucking good.
Did you see the movie that he did with Antonio Banderas?
No, what movie was that?
It's called Assassins.
What? Victor? What? He's in the Ratchet and Clank movie?
Stallone is?
Yeah. Oh my god. He's Chairman Drek's lieutenant. Oh my god, yes. I can't fucking wait for that movie. Oh my god. For the record, I'm gonna say now that'll probably be my favorite movie.
When does it come out?
April 29th.
Jesus Christ, that's really close.
3 months. And
That's
I'm
really,
taking
really
everyone
close.
I know to see it.
Except for me, I won't be there.
If you're here, I'm dragging you.
I won't
For whatever
be.
reason. Paul Giamatti.
He was the best Rhino I have ever seen in any Marvel movie.
He's Chairman Drek. Oh my god. Was he Chairman Drek in the original game?
Like doing the voice acting? I have no idea. That would be
No,
amazing.
Kevin Michael Richardson. Who is Dark Laser on the Fairly Odd Parents. I remember
Dark
him.
Laser.
Cleveland Brown Jr. Yes. Oh my god.
That's because when voice acting is all done by like the same people.
I'm just gonna say this. Like I said this a second ago, but this will be my favorite movie from now on once this movie comes out.
Okay. Favorite TV show?
Ooh. Since technically it was a TV show, Mystery Science Theater.
You used it for favorite movie. You gotta use it for something else for TV show.
All right. What's yours? Let me think.
It can be anything from sitcoms to, to dramas.
I'm just trying to think of what's a TV show I can watch. Like with movies, you tend to watch a movie over and over and over again and never get sick of it. And I'm just trying to think of a TV show I could say the same thing about.
Well, I can definitely say that for The Office. The Office was my favorite TV show.
Full House
is my favorite TV show. Really? Full House? I didn't really like Full House.
I love Full House. For Friends or Full House. Those are my answers.
Friends.
I don't have one specific one. It's one of those two. Just, I don't know why. Just that Full House is such like... There's nothing wrong with it. It's just silly bullshit. And it's also what started Bob Saget's like big career, isn't it?
He was doing stand-up before he did Full House, I thought.
I think he was, but I think that made him like prominent.
Because he did Full House and he did America's Funniest Home Videos. He hosted that for a little while.
I know both of those almost killed him because he couldn't swear.
Yeah.
And now if you go to one of his comedy shows, it's just fucking cocksuck, cunt, bitch.
I don't really like his stand-up that much. I don't know. I don't really like his stand-up.
He occasionally has some good stuff, but yeah, me either.
But yeah, my favorite TV show, The Office. I could just keep watching it over and over again. Of course, I can say the same thing about Psych as well.
Oh, Psych. Yes. I could if someone could just cut Burn Notice down to every episode with why is his name escaping me?
Just the parts with Bruce Campbell.
Yeah, just the parts with Bruce Campbell. That's my favorite TV show. I mean, I like the rest of it, but just Bruce Campbell is just, yes. 10 out of 10.
I should watch Burn Notice again.
So should I. I never finished it. Like,
what?
I know it ended.
It ended a long time ago.
Well, yeah. I never finished that. I never finished, what's the show where it was on USA. It was a doctor who got like canned and started working for all the rich and famous people.
I know that one. Royal Pains?
Royal Pains, yes. That was another good show. USA has a lot of good shows, but they only have them like 3 years at a time and they never stop airing them. Like back when I was younger, I would just come home, I would turn on USA Network, I would play video games. It would be a 30-hour CSI marathon.
You're just watching CSI while playing video games.
Or not CSI,
Law and Order.
NCIS.
Oh, okay.
Or Law and Order.
NCIS.
Or
okay.
Law and Order. Oh my god. I can give you a definite answer now. It's Law and Order Criminal Intent
yes.
up to the point where the guy who played Kingpin was removed from the show.
Vincent D'Onofrio.
Yes, up to the point where he was removed. That's my favorite TV show. I like Law and Order, although SVU got preachy real fast.
Oh, well, of course it did. Of course it did. Turn of the decade. Of course it did.
It was like, it went from like, rape is bad, people are fucked up, to fuck everyone. If you're even like, if you knew the guy who sold his car to the pedophile, fuck you. It's just like, I don't know. Is there a new Rocky movie coming out?
One did. It's called Creed. It's about Apollo Creed's kid.
Okay. I thought
where Rocky plays, where it's Rocky, where Sylvester Stallone plays Rocky Balboa, training Apollo Creed's kid. That is
kid.
That is Rocky 7 or 8. Can't remember.
Oh my god, I know this is a tangent from what we're talking about, but I really hope when the Punisher comes into Daredevil, people like it enough where he gets his own show.
Oh, he better. He better get to something. Luke Cage got his own.
Well, Luke Cage is getting a group show.
Oh, that's right. They're doing. Oh, what is it called? Oh, I can't remember. For a while, it was going to be Luke Cage standalone series, but now it's not. They're doing the thing that DC did, not did, but is doing with like the Legends of Tomorrow, where they're taking a bunch of heroes and they're putting them in a show.
I'm really looking forward to that. Like, that's going to be good. Fucking Jessica. Oh my god.
They have the guy who played the Atom in Arrow playing in Legends Tomorrow as Atom.
Yes.
So there's probably going to be a bunch, like a shit ton of crossovers.
Yeah. Apparently the entire end of Arrow is supposed to be like leading into that, which
so is the fourth season supposed to be the last season now?
I don't know, but it's really good.
Is it good?
Funnily enough, do you want me to ruin anything? It's just a small thing.
No, I don't want you to do it.
Okay.
I gotta watch it.
It's really great how everything starts back up, because it's exactly the opposite of what you expect.
Okay.
Can I also say, knowing nothing about The Flash makes The Flash 10,000 times better, because I only knew one villain, and that was Gorilla Grodd. And every new villain, I was like, this is cool, this is cool, this is cool, this is silly, this is silly. And then Gorilla Grodd came up and literally mind raped his, like, adopted black dad. And this was like, this show just took a weird turn. Like, I remember Gorilla Grodd from the Justice League.
The Arrow was, like, dark, right? It was supposed to be, like, dark. So the Flash was supposed to be, like, light.
Yeah, and then they have that one episode where with Gorilla Grodd just fucking, like, in the sewers, fucking up Black Dad, because I can't remember his name.
Black Dad.
Listen, there's Black Dad, not sister that he wants to bang. There's police cop that he is banging. There's the... Oh my god. I also looked up something, because they explore the multiverse in the season 2 of Flash.
Okay.
And I learned that the movies, all the DC movies, are in the multiverse.
Yeah, of course they are.
Like, there's the movie continuity, the TV show continuity, and then everything else they decide to fucking do.
Alright, favorite book series?
The Dark Tower. Except for the third one, which made me want to stop reading them.
Yeah, I remember you reading those in high school and not shutting the fuck up about them in that writing class that we took.
They're so fucking good! They're so fucking good, except for the fourth one, The Wizard and Glass. That one sucked. Or did it suck?
I thought it was the third one. You just said the third one.
Yes, I believe it's the third one. No, it is the fourth. It is the fourth one, because it's all about the prequel, which you're thinking is really cool because it's going to tell you about all the main character, but then it's annoying, shitty prequel shit.
Oh, okay.
It's But yeah, those are great, and pretty much if you, I can't wait for the movie.
That's right, they are doing Dark Tower
They
movies.
finally got their director and everything, and I'm so happy. There's another book I missed.
There's 8 books?
Oh, it's like a afterward middle book. Okay.
Oh. So anyway, my favorite book series is the Redwall books.
The Redwall. Please.
Do you remember the Redwall books? Where it was all about like there were animals, and it was like mice and like badgers and stuff, and they would just wage war against each other.
Never heard of this.
What? Look up Redwall. Yeah, look up Redwall right now.
Good Lord, there's like 22 books.
They're and every single one of them is amazing. Every single one.
Oh, there's a TV show.
They're all good. Lord Brocktree is my favorite.
I will have to look up at these. I will have to look these up. We have a library right down the road. I could get it from there.
Yeah, there you go. Go to the goddamn library.
Or we could get it from audible.com/not us, because they don't sponsor us.
Is that a new sponsor?
Yeah.
Not only do we have that Nazi dating website, now we have another library sponsor. Anyway.
Oh, God.
Not a real
Amazon.com sponsors Nazi dating. All right, next. Before I completely derail this.
Favorite game or game series?
I can't pick one, so I'm just going to say Ratchet and Clank series, Sly Cooper and Jack in the Jack series.
So together. Insomniac games.
Insomniac. They're 3 different companies, actually.
Oh, okay.
I wish they were all one company, because then I could make then I could make sweet love to just a specific group of people. Instead, I gotta go to these 3 different companies. I gotta deal with all that. I gotta ask them all. Which reminds me, when does the Sly Cooper movie come out?
They're doing a Sly Cooper movie?
Yes.
I want to see Ratchet and Clank, Sly Cooper, and Jack and Daxter running off the Unreal 4 engine.
Yeah, I would die inside.
I want to see all 3 of those running off of that. You would have a heart attack on the spot because of how beautiful it would look.
I already had a heart attack watching like the stuff for the movie in the new game.
Like games, the Unreal 4 engine looks so good that games made from it are going to look like CGI movies.
You showed me that.
Like better.
Whoever's watching this, go look up Unreal 4 Paris.
Unreal Paris.
Unreal Paris. Oh my God.
Runs off the Unreal 4 engine. Anyway, my favorite game series is the Crash Bandicoot series by Naughty Dog.
Naughty Dog's fantastic.
I even like the really shitty Crash Bandicoot Twin Sanity, where Crash and Cortex are like stuck together for the whole game. And it was really, really like it was not a good game, but I still loved it.
Wasn't the one they released for the Xbox pretty okay?
Never played it. Wish I did. Never did.
The fuck?
Unless you're talking about I don't remember the name of it. There's a lot of Crash Bandicoot games. Of them, though, my favorite Crash Bandicoot game is Crash Bash, which is a party game. It's a game with like a bunch of mini games in it. It's like the greatest one ever, because there's one party game where the objective is to eliminate the other team by picking up boxes and throwing them at the other players.
So it's like us whenever we get into Duck Game and there's just rocks.
Yes, basically like that. Except it's more not like side view platformer.
Crash of the Titans, that's what it was. And
they came out.
Oh, that's a 360 game.
Mm-hmm. Never played it.
Shit, I'll have to buy that. Because, why the fuck not? But, yeah, that's pretty much my favorite series of games. I can't pick just one. Because they're all, like... When the next Jak and Daxter game, or Jak game comes out, I'm gonna scream. Just scream my lungs out.
Is there gonna be another one?
I don't know, but if it ever happens...
We'll continue on with the questions now. So we'll go to fan questions.
Which will be a weekly thing.
We have 5 questions that were asked of us from the same person.
If you would like your questions answered, be sure to put them in the comments down below.
Yes. Now, first question. Okay. This comes from Fab.
All right.
Fab. Yes, one of our probably the most avid viewer of Ursa Gaming is: do you sleep with your closet doors open or closed?
I sleep in the living room. The only door here is closed because it's the front door.
Okay.
But if I did have a closet, it would be closed.
Oh. I sleep with my closet doors open. Just ease of access.
Closed, locked. I've never used a closet in my life. Like, that sounds really weird, but I never have. I've always had dressers.
Well, all my uniforms are hung up.
Yeah,
so I have to go into my closet, so I just keep it open.
Yeah.
So.
Next.
All right. This question is also submitted by Fab.
Are all the questions submitted by Fab?
Yes. Do you steal those little shampoo bottles from hotels?
I've only been to a hotel twice, so I've never had the chance to, because both times the people I've been with have stolen them first.
I've been to quite a few hotels, and I've never stolen any of the soaps or towels or stuff, but I've always entertained the idea, like the fantasy in my mind of doing it, but I've never actually done it.
It's that one crime you gotta commit before your life's over.
It's not because, like, I'm afraid I'm gonna get caught or something. Like, nobody really actually cares. It's just that I've just, like, never really, like, made it a thing where it's like, oh, I gotta steal the shampoo.
Yeah. It's just sort of, it is.
Anyway, question 3.
Next.
Dogs or cats?
Both. At once, and if possible, combine them.
Like cat dog?
Yes, but less terrifying.
They don't even have a butthole.
That's what I'm saying, less terrifying.
I prefer dogs over cats, but I don't dislike cats. Meaning to say, I used to live in a house where there was a dog and several cats, and I didn't mind either of them. I just preferred the dog more because I like dogs more. Cats are just too laissez-faire, and is that the precise word? Is that the right word? No. Cats don't give a shit.
Honey Badge, you don't give no shit.
Do you always smile for pictures?
Like, are we talking like that creepy, like, teeth out smile, or
no,
just like
smile? You know, like how, like, most people smile, just, smile, that kind of thing.
I put on my I don't want to be here, but it's polite Not because you people suck smile, but because I don't like people smile.
For me, it depends on the context that the picture is being taken in. So, like, even if, like, my entire even, like, or like, my mood. Because I don't like being like, hey, smile for the camera. Even though I'm, like, totally not enjoying where I am, I won't smile.
See, I thought you were about to say, especially when I'm not with my family, I don't smile. Or especially when I'm with my family, I don't smile. And I was like, yeah, that makes sense.
I think I smile.
Send this to your dad.
I think I smile in more pictures because of that.
Send this to your dad.
Oh, God. But yeah. It just depends. I usually don't smile. Because I don't care. Because I'm just trying to like usually when somebody's trying to take a picture of something and they want me in the picture and we're like somewhere, I'm usually like busy doing something. Or I'm like looking at something and they're like, hey, turn around and smile for the picture. And I'm like, are you kidding me right now? Like, oh, okay. So here's an example. I was at a museum with a couple buddies of mine. And I was reading up on like this. It was like a World War II history museum. And I was reading some stuff on Joseph Stalin. And because it was on this big plaque or whatever. And somebody's like trying to get everybody together, take a picture next to like a big portrait of Stalin. And I'm sitting there trying to read this and they kept bothering me. So every time they go to take the picture, I'd always just start yelling at them and just like making crazy faces and noises and just kept messing up the picture because they wanted everybody to be smiling. I don't know why they wanted everybody to be smiling in front of a picture of Joseph Stalin, but I just started freaking out on them every time they would go to take the picture. And finally they figured out that I did not want my picture taken. I was at this museum to look at things and learn about stuff, not to freaking take pictures and be like, oh, we're at the museum and crap like that on freaking Twitter and Facebook and all that bullshit. But so yeah, it just depends for me whether I smile for pictures or not. Okay, next question. And this is the last question. Have you ever cried from happiness?
Not that I can remember.
Me neither. I don't think I've ever actually been that happy.
I might if I win that fucking Powerball.
Hey, I get half of that if you win, goddammit.
You get some of it.
I get 4 million.
Deal.
5 million?
No. 4. 6 million. Fine.
Oh, man. I get as many millions as video games I've bought you.
So, like $40 million.
Which isn't
Better
even
start buying me a bunch of video games.
Which isn't even a dent. Okay.
It is.
No, it's
Fuck
not.
You.
You would get like $900 million.
Oh, yeah.
That's not even a dent. Okay.
I thought you meant like it's not even a dent into how many video games I bought you. I'm like, fuck you.
No,
You would spend that much money.
I'm not saying I spent that much money. I'm saying that's not even a dent in how much money you would have.
God damn it. Oh, God.
But no, never really cried from happiness. That was the last question. We're all done with questions. Hooray!
We're all out of questions. If you would like more, submit them.
If you'd like us to, do more podcasts with your questions, submit questions. And next time we record something like this in our creepy podcast voices, we're going to be talking about, for an hour straight, mind you, our concepts of if we were to make a game or a movie or a book or a series of those things or whatever, just our ideas our ideas of what we have, what we think would make good movies and stuff. Not necessarily playing off just our own creative thoughts from ourselves. So you get to delve into the minds of Charles Manson and Wookie Jesus.
Why am I Charles Manson?
I'm telling you, a movie about Charles Manson would make so much money.
I think there is one. Another one?
Yeah, but they don't have one starring Hugh Jackman as Charles Manson.
You have a point. It was called Helter Skelter. Jeremy Davies.
Anyway, so yeah, that's what's coming up in the next podcast. Click that subscribe button if you want to see more, and if you want to see more of Ursa Gaming, definitely click that subscribe button. I recommend watching the Fallout 4 series of videos.
I did not pay him to say that. And before we end, I want to leave you with some words of wisdom from my Facebook. It's not that difficult to tell alligators and crocodiles apart. One will see you later, the other will see you in a while.